Legree's big house was white and green, his cotton fields were the best to be seen. He had strong horses, an opulent kettle, and bloodhounds bold with chains that would rattle. His garret was full of curious things, books of magic, bags of gold, and rabbits' feet on long twine strings. But he went down to the devil. Legree, he sported a brass-buttoned coat, a snakeskin necktie, a blood-red shirt. Legree had a beard like a goat, and a thick, hairy neck, and eyes like dirt. His puffed-out cheeks were fish-belly white. He had great, long teeth, and an appetite. He ate raw meat most every meal, and rolled his eyes till the cat would squeal. His fist was an enormous size, to mash poor niggers that told him lies. He was surely a witch man in disguise, but he went down to the devil. He wore hip boots, and would wade all day to capture his slaves that had fled away. But he went down to the devil. He beat poor Uncle Tom to death, who prayed for Legree with his last breath. Then Uncle Tom to Eva flew, to the high sanctoriums bright and new, and Simon Legree stared up beneath, and cracked his heels and ground his teeth, and went down to the devil. He crossed the yard in the storm and gloom. He went into his grand front room. He said, "I killed him and I don't care." He kicked a hound, he gave a swear. He tightened his belt, he took a lamp, went down cellar to the webs and damp. There in the middle of the mouldy floor, he heaved up a slab, he found a door, and went down to the devil. His lamp blew out, but his eyes burned bright. Simon Legree stepped down all night, down, down to the devil. Simon Legree, he reached the place. He saw one half of the human race. He saw the devil on a wide green throne, gnawing the meat from a big ham bone. And he said to Mr. Devil, "I see that you have much to eat. A red ham bone is surely sweet. I see that you have lion's feet. I see your frame is fat and fine. I see you drink your poison wine, blood and burning turpentine." And the devil said to Simon Legree, "I like your style so wicked and free. Come sit and share my throne with me, and let us bark and revel." And there they sit and gnash their teeth, and each one wears a hop-vine wreath. They are matching pennies and shooting craps. They are playing poker and taking naps. And old Legree is fat and fine. He eats the fire, he drinks the wine, blood and burning turpentine. Down, down with the devil, down, down with the devil, the devil. Ow, 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 ow. Booth led boldly with his big bass drum. "Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?" The saints smiled gravely and they said, "He's come. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?" Walking lepers followed rank on rank, lurching bravos from the ditches dank. Drabs from the alleyways and drug fiends pale, mine still passion-ridden soul powers frail, vermin-eaten saints with death, unwashed legions with the ways of death. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Every slum had sent its half a score the round world over. Booth had groaned for more. Every banner that the wide world flies bloomed with glory and transcendent dyes. Big-voiced lasses made their banjos bang. Tranced, fanatical, they shrieked and sang, "Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?" Hallelujah! It was queer to see bull-necked convicts with that land make free. Loons with trumpets blowed a blare, 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 on, upward through the golden air. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Booth died blind, and still by faith he trod, eyes still dazzled by the ways of God. Booth led boldly, and he looked the chief, eagle countenance in sharp relief, beard a-flying, air of high command, unabated in that holy land. Jesus came from out the courthouse door, stretched his hands above the passing poor. Booth saw not, but led his queer ones there, round and round the mighty courthouse square. Yet in an instant all that clear review marched on spotless, clad in raiment new. The lame were straightened, withered limbs uncurled, and blind eyes opened on a new sweet world. Drabs and vixens in a flash made whole. Gone was the weasel head, the snout, the jowl. Sages and sibyls now, and athletes clean, rulers of empires and of forests green. The hosts were sandaled and their wings were fire. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? But the noise played havoc with the angel choir. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Oh, shout salvation! It was good to see kings and princes by the Lamb set free. The banjos rattled and the tambourines jingled in the hands of queens. And when Booth halted by the curb for prayer, he saw his master through the flag-filled air. Christ came gently with a robe and crown for Booth the soldier, while the throng knelt down. He saw King Jesus, they were face to face, and he knelt a-weeping in that holy place. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?